What up, what up, what up? It is your boy Hungar. With me as always is Justin. It is Friday. What up, buddy?
Hey, it is Friday.
It is Friday, and we're live now.
We just tried to launch the show while being not live.
That's right. We did the intro and all of that.
It was like the best intro I ever did, and none of you will ever hear it.
Ever.
I feel really proud about that.
We feel sad for you guys because me and Justin, we were on like point, yo.
Yeah, like for
We
the
were
first time and
Bam,
last.
first time ever. We were like, yeah, this is the best intro we've ever done. And then guess what?
We weren't even here.
I forgot to hit the go live button. Hello, daughter of mine.
Hello, daughter of his.
All right. So let's discuss, let's actually mentally peruse, if you will. What up, TCG?
TCG.
Let's peruse mentally, if you will, the movie that I haven't seen yet, but you've seen.
I have seen a very modestly qualityed version from a guy that gave it to me on the end of a pier. He had a peg leg and a bird on his shoulder and an eye patch, but I don't think it was real.
He was out for that booty, wasn't he?
He was out for that booty.
That's what me and Pirates have in common.
But unlike you, pirates actually get it.
Yeah, I don't get it because I'm a good father and I don't mess around with cheap women.
Lies.
So you either contradicting yourself saying that I am getting a booty or I'm not getting a booty.
I highly doubt you're a father.
My daughter's in the stream, you bastard.
That's besides the point. That's besides the point.
My ex-wife would never do that. She's awesome.
He holds his head up in false pride.
So, you bastard.
You're just
Let's
learning
talk
that now.
About what you thought about the D&D movie, because I've heard good things.
If, like I was saying, if it had come out 5, 6, 7 years ago, it would have been, without exception, perfection. But with the current climate, with the absolute cloning of, just had the name of it there, Guardians of the Galaxy Wars.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, the absolute cloning of Guardians of the Galaxy without shame. It's just, what are you thinking? Give me a little more individuality, right? These people are always talking how much they love diversity, as long as it is the exact same color crayon in the box every single fucking time. They pick a color crayon and they want all of them to be that color without exception. And it's like some weird purplish color nobody likes.
Yeah, from what I hear, though, for a buddy film,
yeah, it's like
you go into it as like a buddy comedy.
Yes, but even that, the characters were milk toast beyond all belief. It was too reliant on the same gimmicks over and over again. It wasn't even
I find you get that in
German guy's gun or whatever that writing.
You get a lot of folks nowadays. I'm finding, like, before COVID, I was a big movie theater guy. You know, going to the theater, I'm down
once a week,
$10, $12 for a bucket of popcorn and some milk duds. You know, at the theater, seeing movies all the time. After COVID, I haven't been to a movie in years. I mean, that was my straight up first date going to a movie.
I stopped going a little before COVID, but it was because of this.
Everything's sameness.
Everything's the sameness, and you know, like it's like dragging freaking the what's the politically correct term these days, people to go see Birth of a Nation. You know, like
Hey, we got your friend and mine in chat.
Hey, hey,
The holy Mr. Max Bovine.
there's a link there.
There's a link there, Max.
Oh,
Yeah, movies used to be my big thing, but like you're saying, I'm a big fan of the action comedy, buddy comedy, stuff like that.
yeah.
After the Avengers started coming out, it's like everything's trying to copy the Avengers. And don't get me wrong, the first few Avengers movies
Well,
were good.
even Marvel movies are just trying to copy the success of Guardians
Yes.
because that's when it really hit stride. And it's like, no, that thing was successful because it broke the beat of your chase a train. Even Ant-Man 1 was making fun of the framework of Marvel movies.
Yeah, I liked Ant-Man because I'm a fan of Paul
Yeah.
Rudd.
Yeah, well, you can like Paul Rudd all you want.
Well, he's one of the perpetuals, man. It's like that dude does not age.
Well, yeah, well, you gotta wonder how much placenta-based growth hormone that guy is taking, like fucking Tom Cruise there.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tom Cruise is a freak. So I found
yeah.
out something really neat. You can pick up Filipina girls by saying, "Hey, do you like guys that say Hadouken?"
Yeah, you said that like 4 times, man,
Lazy.
on
That's
stream.
my middle name.
Man.
I've not said it on stream though.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
I'm pretty sure.
Nope. You're a damn liar.
I think I tell nothing but the truth.
As you can see, look at this.
Yeah, you got a beard back, man. It's still half the size of mine.
Well, yours was half the size of mine used to be.
Maybe.
I had the awesomeness of the beards, man.
Oh. Yeah, but I need to eat. Okay. This French guy over here is telling me he eats food.
Holy Diver, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
Holy Diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Must be cold.
It's like this guy saying he eats too, man.
Right, Tiger. You can see his stripes, but you know it's clean.
These are two guys I do not believe consume food whatsoever.
Holy Diver and Max.
Yeah, I don't believe either of them have ever
No.
eaten anything.
We attempted to make a Warhammer Fantasy role-playing character this morning.
Yeah.
And of course, we did it all random because that's the way I like to run my Warhammer Fantasy.
Also, I'm too lazy to think of stuff on my own.
That's right. You know, it's great for the lazy man, and you get all those extra XPs. Like
Yeah, I
right
don't
now,
need
we're not
those.
even finished with the character, and you've got an extra 100 XP to spend.
125.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Max, if you're fat, then I'm like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So shut your hooker mouth.
Yeah.
So he rolled a human, of course, because
Yeah.
you're going to get a human unless you're extremely lucky. And then he
Or unlucky, as I
then
would
he
say.
rolled knight.
Knight. Yeah.
And it's like one of the better starting careers because
Well-
you're a freaking knight.
I did roll that number twice.
Yeah,
And I
because
said I was more than willing to take beggar.
I told
which
you
was
you
the
could keep
second
it or
roll.
roll it, and you said let's try it. Big Bad RPG, your shirt is in the post.
So,
I got a tracking number and all that stuff in my vehicle. Oh, look at this late sucker coming up.
Was that Shadow?
It's like, oh, I'm only 11 minutes and 22 seconds late for the show.
No, you're a half hour late because we started once and forgot to put the live thing on, and you should have been here for that.
Yeah, he should have, because I did send him a link, didn't I?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't
Yeah, I
see.
told you I sent him a link right after I sent yours.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we were talking about creating this damn character.
Oh, look at this. Well, it interests me. Spells that cost experience points to use, like Miracle. I'm also a bacon hog, but I'm at work, so I can't talk much. Bacon kicks ass. And yeah, if you're going to cast like wish spells or miracle or something, it's going to cost you some XPs.
Yeah.
Shadow, what's up?
What's up, nerd?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Just missed the message doing morning shit, you know, the chores.
No. I'm gonna throw my character's name in the general chat. See what the people think I should change anything.
He's a Ryklander. Who cares?
Is this an okay name with everybody?
You know it's gonna be bad. It's freaking Justin.
It's the censored version. I wanted to go with something a little more Austrian in the way of German leadership.
You're a bastard, Justin.
Let me see what it says.
It's a name.
Hey,
I'll pay here. It's a name.
What's in a name? Bastille Longbro. What up, buddy?
It's a
FFS, Justin. That is what the FBS said.
Yeah. Huston. You can call me that, bro. You can call me
Yeah,
that.
that's your new name. That's your new name.
What's up, Elfate? Hey, I saw your video on making miniatures, man. Wow. Seriously impressive.
Whose video?
Elfate.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get some. I just don't know how I'm going to get you to autograph them.
you want to get some, fool? You want to get some?
Hey, what's your shirt say, man?
Sometimes you just gotta cut loose, foot loose, kick off Sunday shoes.
Oh,
That's right. I got a Footloose shirts. I got a freaking Top Gun shirts.
Oh, the Tossian.
I'm wearing the
Well-
Arduin shirt.
I've got the Arduin, bloody Arduin. Tell you what, we played OSC the other day at James's house last Sunday, and we just had a blast. We just had fun. And I've got a Dwarf fighter, and he's got that magic spear that if I hit something, roll a strength check, and if I win, I've got it pinned. It cannot move. All right. And I would and OSC, if you don't know, you roll low for your stat skills, right? Your strength checks and stuff. Which I've got an 18 strength, but at the time I had like a 23 strength. So my strength is pretty freaking good. And I rolled a 2 against the dragon.
2 against the dragon. I still can't believe I saw that guy work out how to pelvic thrust a dragon.
Well, I got a bruise on my arm right there.
Yeah.
It must have been the blood thinner from the stroke.
I think it's time to go back to the hospital.
No, I'm not going back to the hospital. F that. But yeah,
That's tomorrow.
yeah. So the lower you roll, the better, right? So I rolled a 2. The dragon rolled like a 15. So I beat him on a strength check. So I had a dragon pinned by the tail with the spear. We killed that dragon, and the players took no damage. Now the NPC guards that were there, they both died. But you know what? I don't care about them.
That's what they're there for.
Yep. It
Mhm.
was in their contract. You must die before getting paid.
Hey, but one of them got killed like immediately, and the other one, he died with his boots on. He didn't run away like he should have.
Look, you should have. No. Contract literally says you must die before getting paid.
When the player names their character, the Arabic words for runny shit, not that many names bother you. Okay, I had a gnome monk, or not,
hold on.
one of those panda
I
monks.
gotta show you something. Hold on. Go ahead.
I had one of those panda monks in WoW, and his name was Qshin, which is the direct literal translation of balls deep in Chinese.
Oh, you degenerate.
DJ, how you doing, buddy?
Hold on. Speaking of Arabic, I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, little, yeah, right there.
Asana extra
Little
bean, 4-bean soup.
Right. It starts with ASH. Read that part.
Ash Shoal.
Asho, 4-bean soup. You gonna eat some asho 4-bean soup?
Because I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it tastes like.
Yeah, it was
I'm pretty sure that's
reprocessed.
what it's gonna tear up.
Some of their
It was-
food's pretty good.
It was reprocessed and came from the ash hole.
This guy goes to the doctor. He's like, "Doctor, my ass has been hurting." And the doctor's like, "Really? Where at?" He's like, "At the entrance." And the doctor's like, "Well, as long as you call it that, it's going to continue to hurt."
Mind you, this expired in 2013, but I had to hang on to it.
Eat it.
Someday it's gonna.
Don't
Someday it's
don't
gonna.
be-
It's
explode.
probably still good.
Don't be a pussy. Eat it.
It's only been
I
10
cash
years.
app you $100 if you eat that.
Dude, look at what it looked like in the bowl. I mean,
And they
Yeah.
make the picture at
Well,
the
that-
bowl look better.
Well, maybe not for them. That's pretty much a Western thing. They might not Photoshop that.
As old as it is, it'll probably come out like a can of refried beans.
I could go for some refried beans.
yeah,
I could go for
I don't know
some
where it
tacos.
came from. I don't know where we got it, but I saw that and I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. You've
I will
got
order
to
a
be kidding.
burrito.
Elfbait says it doesn't look much worse than chili.
Chili is good.
Yeah.
It's-
Chili
it's-
is.
It's on the food pyramid, right under
Yeah.
nachos.
Chili is the best thing for a hangover.
I had nachos while I was in the hospital because nachos usually put me in the hospital. But if I'm already in the hospital, I figured I could have nachos because I couldn't go to the hospital.
It's just dumb.
You know,
Barbarian
modern
logic.
problems. Modern
You know,
problems
it-
require modern solutions.
If you're already there and they make you go somewhere, it might be the morgue. You should keep that in mind.
Yeah, but it was nachos.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Nachos are worth going to the morgue.
I don't know about that.
Chili.
I got stuff to do. Yeah, no.
Well, look at it this way: if you go to the morgue, you won't have that stuff to do anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, but it's stuff I really, really want to do. So, yeah, no.
Well, you got to be a little more nihilistic in your outlook.
Hard pass.
On guards, you ever
Whoa, what
realize they might just give you an enema for the hell of it for doing that.
It's not connected to anything. There's no reason to.
They don't need that any reason to do that.
Well, they just go hit a wall, man. They gotta like stick those up as like roadblock. I mean, like, that's right, bitches.
Enemas are for your enjoyment, not for medical reasons.
That's right.
Wow.
I don't know. I've never had one. I've only judged by what freaks
I've only
out.
had one, and I wrote exit only on my butt cheeks before I went in.
What was that I said to you, Longar, when you were getting that heart monitor thing taken out right on one of your legs? Don't take off.
Don't take off. Arrow pointing to the other leg.
Yeah, he's getting like a heart monitor removed. Oh,
Yeah. Hold on a second, guys.
Ooh. Afro
And
Man.
I only came up here to tell Hungar to stick to playing role-playing games and stop singing.
This is a good policy.
I am never gonna stop singing, bitches. You're my one, my twice, my everything.
Oh.
Rocking the afro, yeah, it ain't no thing.
So, sometime in the next week or so, we're gonna make you roll up a character there, Shadow.
Fair enough. I was in a game last night with the guys on Table Breakers, and I might end up being president. So that's kind of cool.
Cool. Yeah, you need to get on that. You need to get on that beef you guys got going with Shauner. He says your game sucks.
I can see why he said that, but
No, I want
Sauner's
e-drama.
like,
Don't agree with him. Fight.
no, Sauner's he's a good guy. I know a lot of people don't get him, but me and the boy, we really have enjoyed his company.
The fuck is this? With this?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm changing my name all the time.
I didn't change your name. I don't know what you are talking about, Justin.
As the edits disappear.
Oh.
So what do you guys got planned for the weekend?
Nothing.
This. I'm going to be on stream with you three for the next 72 hours.
That's gonna be a neat trick because
No, you're not allowed to go anywhere.
oh, watch me. Actually, I'm doing a show with Squirrel Hermit later. He needs some internet love. I want to see his channel get big.
Yeah.
Squirrel
you guys are
Hermit
good
is
guys.
awesome.
Yep. I don't know why his channel isn't huge. Probably because he's just not able to put out a video like every day or something like that. But the guy's hysterical.
Yeah. He does good work from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Justin do anything.
Really good painter,
He's
and
old.
I liked one of the first videos I ever saw from him was a tip on making quick, easy trees, and I'm gonna have to steal that one of these days, real soon here, because I was tempted to buy some plastic trees, and I'm like, nah, I can no.
What's this guy in chat here trying to let my secrets out? Fucking elf bait.
Elf bait.
Elf bait. I think he's an AI.
Actually, not long ago, he did a live stream.
It was
but
terrible. Don't watch it.
It was terrible, but he did put it on YouTube.
I plan on deleting it though, so don't watch it.
What's up, Dean Powell? Yeah, Justin is a crazy kid.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you know what, Elf? Yeah, I totally believe that. I was talking to a friend of mine about your minis. Some pretty incredible work you've done there. For those of you who don't know, he's sculpted some miniatures for alternative armies. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a feather in the cap.
Yeah. How did this all happen?
Yeah, I've got that. It's called my garage. I really need to get on that ASAP. It's finally not freezing cold out here.
I've been condensing the 2/3 of this room that is storage and taking it out to the locker so I can get this place cleaned up.
Yeah, I've got about 5 really big bins of craft materials I've been picking up from Dollar Tree. It's time I did something with it besides just see how much dust it can collect.
Yeah. Oh. It is.
That
it
is
is
true.
absurd. The model kits.
Yeah, that's something I want to
Yes,
get back into is put more kits together. Got a couple of Gundams. I'm finally working on the MDF saloon kit I got. I'm really digging the MDF kits. They're when I first started looking at them, they were pretty daunting. But if you punch out the pieces out of the boards,
Yeah.
gently, carefully, and even if not, you can just glue them together because they're wood.
I just
Basically
found a
cardboard.
5-foot long box with a model Enterprise in it, like the ship, the aircraft carrier. Just over
Wow.
there. I don't even remember getting the fucking thing.
Wow. If I wasn't going to build it, I would definitely throw it in my bits box for turrets and all
Yeah,
kinds of parts like that, or
Well,
turn it into a freaking spaceship.
I might do that because I really don't have space for a, a model that. Stop changing my goddamn name. Goddamn.
Yeah, I got the Whiz Kids Falling Star sailing ship, and it's like 2.5, 3, almost. It's about 2.5 feet long, and I don't know when the hell I'll ever get a chance to use that damn thing. It's huge.
Yeah, no.
But the funny thing is, even though it's huge, it's not big enough. It's like, to scale, it's actually kind of small. What's up, Holy Diver?
Holy Diver.
He's been down too long in the midnight sea.
Wait. What did Holy Diver say just a second ago there?
So what system did that guy roll up for the night character? Oh, Warhammer Fantasy Role Playing 4th Ed.
Yeah, 4th edition.
I
don't play. Oh shit!
What?
Elfbait just sneaks in, doesn't
Elfbait.
tell nobody, just hanging out in the background.
Hey, the green room's got
Beep,
some
beep,
good
boop,
nachos.
boop.
So, can you blame them?
Shut up, Huston, or I'll reprogram you.
If you can find my data port.
And
We all know where your dad.
all I got to do is
I
ask
just
some
wanna-
low-rank dude in the military to share it with me. I'm sure. So
Yeah, we all know where your
Wrong
dad
government.
Hey,
is,
we
and
know
don't
that
wanna
guy was a
insert
patsy.
anything.
If you guys honestly believe a 21-year-old pulled that off by himself, you guys got a couple screws loose.
Well, the only way I would actually believe that he did it is not because by intent, but because he's just a complete dipshit.
I've
So-
got enough people on. I could take a nap.
Never ascribe to genius and malice what you can also pass off from pure dipshittery. So
I was working for Comcast and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but pure dipshittery, I made it up into like management.
Now, we do have a problem now that you're here, Al.
when did you work for them, man?
20 years ago.
Yeah.
We do have a serious problem now that you're here. Your beard is technically longer than mine.
My beard's always longer than yours.
No, not the picture. My one in real life.
No. Well, update
None
your
of y'all
picture
had a
then,
longer
man.
beard. None
Nah.
of y'all had a longer beard than me, and this is only like a
My
month
hair
ago.
has never looked as good as it does in that photo.
You should have seen me when I first made the move. I made the entire move across country with this giant Santa frill going on, and it was insane. My poor
Yeah.
neighbors must have seen my shaggy ass moving in, going, "Oh crap!"
We got another homeless guy squatting in the house next door.
Well, I do find it amusing that within a day of moving into my house, the 2 white guys in the block came over. This is a black neighborhood, right? I'm like, okay.
A neighborhood's a neighborhood.
Well, that's the thing. He's like, but then they quickly follow. But I haven't had any problems with it. And I'm like, my wife and I are looking at each other like, what? But no.
Yeah, I didn't read that. I didn't read that on the paperwork. Sorry, I must have missed that.
Yeah, it's
That's
funny
pretty-
that, but
It is important information.
Black
I mean,
Neighborhood's
they're
got-
nice guys. One guy lives across the street, and he's just like the block dad. You know, if you need a tool, he's got a tool. If somebody needs some yard work help, he's the one to rally people together. And the other guy is an 80-year-old Vietnam vet from across the street. So
Black neighborhoods have the best cookouts.
nobody has invited me over to eat yet. Damn it.
All right, Max, you be good, buddy.
But no,
Who's
it's
that?
it's actually it's funny. It's a
John in
good
the chat?
neighborhood, and I'm like, that's a thing. I'm like, that's something I should
Yeah.
care about. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Gaming stuff has, I mean, shit, people having fun.
Yeah, me and Justin.
Oh, the
were
other
working on
Mac.
his Warhammer 40.
Take care, Mr. Mac. See you soon, buddy.
It was Warhammer Fantasy character this morning. I just
Yeah.
rolled out of bed and got on Discord. I mean, I'm seriously not even peed yet. Got on, logged on to Discord. Justin's there. Tell him good morning. He's like, get out that Warhammer Fantasy book. Let's make a character.
Yeah, this guy's been stalling. Told me we are gonna play this game like 6 months ago.
It's not been that long. I
Yeah.
haven't had a YouTube channel that long.
That's besides the point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for the,
that's a problem. I've noticed that a lot of us
My math is close
YouTubers
enough.
are we need to put our money where our mouth is when it comes to running games.
Oh
Even
yeah.
if it's not, live. My turn's coming up next month. I'm going to be running the guys through a Mongoose Traveler 2-shot that will hopefully be enjoyable for not just the people playing but watching.
Yeah.
Procrastinators of the world, unite tomorrow.
I just have too many damn ideas. and
Tomorrow.
not enough time. Yeah. I mean,
Maybe next year.
but
I've been in so many games this last year just as a player that I'm just it's the first time I've gotten to actually be in games as a player in like 25 years. Most of my gaming has always been as the DM, and being able to actually just kick it and play and not do all the heavy lifting, so to speak, has been pretty fun. I almost I could do another year without DMing, but if I'm gonna sit there and critique other people, I might as well step up to the plate.
Yeah, it's no problem getting both sides of the fence in your recent view. I've never DM'd, and God willing, I never will.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, because if I ever DM a game you're in, you're not surviving the first word coming out of your mouth.
my schedule just sucks. So, I mean, I
Justin's just gonna straight up kill me.
have 3 days off, but on my work days, I have to work in the middle of the freaking day, so that ruins anything for morning or evening kind of gaming. So
Yeah.
Real
I got
quick,
into a
gotta
live
get-
game. I got into a live game over here, but I had to back out of it after like 2 sessions because trying to zip there after work, play till midnight, zip home, and then try to get to sleep and back up the next day to go to work was bullshit. So
Hey, where'd DJ
Yeah.
go?
DJ just bounced, man. He's like,
Yeah.
Here
He'd go
you
do some
guys.
farm work. He'd go like impregnate a cow or something. I don't know.
so
I assume he does the most nastiest job you can do on a farm. So
interesting.
I'm pretty sure that's not a job on the farm for anything other than the bull.
well, they use these big syringes now, strains and stuff.
very, very rarely do they ever use actual
live
natural
breeding.
reproduction.
Yeah. Some guys got to put on Barry Manilow and walk up gently to the cow.
Light a candle, get some roses.
I just assume that's what Deej does.
I have one question that I can't even put into words. So no.
All I know is it's not cheap to have somebody come out and do that.
Yeah, because you were the.
So the $20 is $20. It just doesn't apply to farm.
I grew up on
animals?
a farm. We had cows. They had babies. We didn't have a bull. You know, so
DJ's got to go get those gals ready for Justin.
Is that what you named your syringe, Justin? Oh.
he'll be operating under his porn scream name of Huston. But
Huston hangs along.
There you go. See? Now you can go be a star.
Oh,
By the way,
Yeah,
Shadow,
yeah.
thanks for the props about the video on miniature making. That's a process I'm not too actively engaged in these days, just for reasons of like finance, time, motivation. But it was
Don't
a
give up,
fun
man.
romp.
Don't give up.
No, it was a
Don't
fun
give up.
romp.
I mean, I've always wanted
yeah.
to do that. I've done, on our channel, we've done things, we've made monsters and junk like that. And I've worked with some guys who cast from molds and what have you. And I've actually created some miniatures that are being made for Galacta 25.
Yeah, when are those coming
I'm a-
out? You've been talking about this for a while.
I don't know. I got to talk to my friend and see what the hell's going on.
Slap
But
him
he's
around,
got,
find out what's up.
he's got, he works in the medical profession, and he's got 2 little girls, and they're both in different schools. So I get it, but supposedly they went off to Reaper to be turned into molds, because that's who makes, I guess, his actual molds, and then he gets the molds back and cast
They're one of the
them.
companies
So,
that will actually do molding and casting even for outside contractors.
Does
yeah,
anybody
and
know
with
this
what happened
language?
this last year, I kind of understand, but it's been years, and I really want to get those into my collection, and actually start playing some Galacta again. I haven't heard anything about the Kickstarter, but I also need to talk to him about that, because if they're just going to be 3D STL files, I'm not as enthused as I was in the beginning. Hopefully, I can find someone who will just print them off for me, maybe Fritz, because that was a fun little game. As cheesy as it was back then, it's still played at ReaperCon, every year. So that ought to give you an idea of the micro staying power that it has.
Yeah. Well,
For
a
something
lot
that
of that
came
may
out,
just be a lot of folks interested in sort of that early proto miniatures game, because that's one of the old school kind of
Yep.
grandfather games. But yeah,
it's
one
like
of the biggest things that
original sci-fi games.
one of the biggest things that kicked me in the butt as far as miniature production is this the change in tone on Kickstarter. It used to be you could come in with nothing but an idea and some good concept art and get a campaign done. You pretty much have to have it done and in the bag before you can get anybody to. I mean, and at that point, I don't need a Kickstarter. With miniatures, if you've already been able to afford all of that up front, you don't need that. You don't need a Kickstarter. Maybe to cover, pay yourself for some of the work you did. But your product sales should do that. The other problem with Kickstarters and miniature releases, honestly, is that you usually pretty much satisfy your entire market up front and make no more sales ever again after that, except for a little trickle. So,
Dungeons and Lasers might be the exception to that. Archon Studios, they have a pretty decent sales afterwards.
well, I mean, Dungeons and Lasers is a different product area too. You have to look at what you're selling to. So if you have a broader market, like say D&D figures, you'll have plenty of sales afterwards, or big 28 millimeter terrain. But the narrower your market, the more you're probably just going to satisfy it on your initial Kickstarter run. So that's what happened to me. It's like I would get these whole ranges out, and then I think my first range I ever released, it took me 3 years before I started to see people buying it again. So it was interesting. But I mean, looking at the costs of that nowadays, though, it's so much cheaper that probably just do it out of pocket a little slower instead of trying to do it all in one big jump.
All right, so that language,
in French,
translates to this.
didn't notice the chat cut off.
So
who cares?
now we know.
Well, I live there, and I don't really, I don't see that happening.
Well, this guy wrote this in French.
Yeah.
And Justin translated it to this because Justin's a good kid.
I have Google.
What happened in the last 10 minutes?
DJ's going to go get a bunch of cows ready for Justin to impregnate.
It's a different Justin.
And
I'm
he's
Huston.
changed his name to Huston. Huston Thor.
Or
Cow
is it
lover.
pronounced Houston? Maybe it's just one of those spellings. Like my name's Houston, but I spell it different.
My name's Morris, with 7 X's and 3 Z's.
And a symbol in there.
There's a reason
There's
why
like 4
Prince
at
changed
signs.
his name to a symbol.
Yeah, the
Oh, I
record
know.
company
It's just-
owns
it's-
it.
Yeah, the record company owned him, so he changed his name into a symbol and told the record company to do soft.
You don't have to avoid swear words. I think I came in with enough to get
That's what she
tagged
said.
anyways.
Hey, after the first 7 seconds, I can say fuck all I want. I'm just trying not to say fucking shit a lot.
And shit. He's just got an extra swear word in there just for the hell of it. Fuck this shit.
Fuck those fucking fuckers.
Fuck me, fuck.
I think my kids are watching this though. But
So
it's not like they've never heard me say that like in person.
Right.
I've got a project I want
proper
to work
English
on
to
for my
swear.
miniatures gaming that involves all of my friends. I want to create a Wild West town in miniature as a permanent layout, kind of like like you would with a train set, which is all built up and it never changes. So the town is actually an actual town. But I want to populate it with miniatures that are all based after all my internet buddies and real life friends. So there would be a Shadow in there. There'd be a Justin in there. There'd be a Hungar
You
in there.
gotta get my Hungar
That's pretty
Yeah.
mini in
Yeah,
there.
I got to get the table built up. Actually, when we moved in, we had actually ended up having a broken ping pong table, one of the foldable ones. So I've got 2 huge table halves.
Just remember, I'm 7'5".
They're fucking heavy though.
You gotta get this one
That's
in
what
there.
that's what I recommend for gaming tables. Go out and buy a ping pong table and then just convert it. Don't bother putting up the net and all that crap. Just remember, if you put me there, you got to put the boy there, and we'll both be, wearing some long ass, dusters and.
Well, he'll have to have some kind of cool hat, but
Yeah, have a cool
Yeah. That's true. You might want to give him the sombrero.
Give him a fez.
what I should do is
Sombrero.
I should make you guys the town morticians, Shadow and Sun, and then I can put you in top hats and long coats.
Squirrel Hermit wears the fez.
Let you drive around in a hearse wagon.
Yeah, Squirrel's definitely got the fed. He's got that market cornered.
Hungar can be like the local lumberjack or bear hunter or whatever.
I picture him more as the
I picture him
prospector, don't
more
you guys?
as
He's got that total prospector look to him.
I picture him as the
I mean,
town
he'll be old
beggar.
Gabby.
He's sitting out front of the saloon with a little tin cup. you spare copper?
This Civil War vet.
I just picked up I'm waiting to get a stagecoach from Sarissa, I think, Productions in the UK. But I definitely do recommend the War Cradle MDF kit if you're going to go that route, unless you're going to do it all by scratch with card and stuff like that.
The nice thing is Wild West buildings are super simple in construction, so even scratch building is not too hard. But
Your
yeah,
cow's got 9 lives.
the
cat's
MDF
eyes.
kits though are getting better. I just did a project where I updated an old MDF kit. I have like a
Put some
first
spackle
generation
on it.
laser cut MDF, right? And it was so basic that the details aren't even like etched into it. They're just lasered on to make lines. Like so it had no texture. So I added like corner bracing, and I put battens, vertical battens, so it looks like a board and batten construction. Had to redo the door because it's so old that it's 28 millimeter, but it's even small. It's too small. So it had this double door that was barely the size of a single door for 28 millimeter. So I had to completely update the entire exterior of it, the false front and all of that. So that emboldened me to start trying to cut some out of card and actually.
I don't know, man. For $20, I picked up the saloon for $20. Brand new from
Only 20
So-
bucks for the saloons? Those are usually expensive.
Yeah, I'm telling you, War Cradle. I think I got it. I think I got it from Miniature
Everybody
Market,
else
but I
has
could be
those
wrong.
big saloons for like 50 bucks.
Well, it's only about this big. It's not huge.
Oh, it's one of
But
the
it-
small
it-
saloons. Yeah, so it's not like
Yeah,
one
but
of the
it's-
corner
it's a two-
pieces.
It's a 2-story, but it's pretty nice. And you know, they have other buildings in the set, so
Yeah.
check them out.
Looking
I
at them
can't
right
wait to
now.
see it built up. It's if I had the room for it, I would definitely have more actual table games instead of with terrain instead of theater of the mind, because I own tens of thousands of miniatures and none of them ever get to see the table. I paint them
Yeah.
and put them away.
Not
I
so
get-
much a fan of using miniatures in RPGs because you never have what you need. You just can't keep up. You know?
A friend of mine, I found a person I knew had an old pool table that they wanted to get rid of. That slate freaking pool table. And my buddy's like, I want that shit. I was like, oh, yeah, you gonna play some pool? He's like, oh, you'll see. He turned it into a gaming table. He never dropped the dice, never hits the floor because it bounces off of the bumpers. He's covered up the holes, and you can take the thing out from the holes and use the hole as a freaking cup holder. I mean, he's got it set up. It's a badass table now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm working on it. I've actually got an airbrush station. It's just buried under boxes and bicycles. And there's a company out there that make the ultimate wargaming table, where it's a dinner table with removable plates that come off the top, so that you can play in a recessed area that's all felt lined. They're about $2,000, but as long as I got the mother-in-law living with us and eating at the dinner table, who spills everything, I'm not risking the felt. She spills her soup and it's going to go right in there and ruin the whole table. So that's going to have to wait. But they're nice. They're absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I am no one. You
You are my
literally need
sidekick,
my
Justin.
permission to do stuff.
You are my sidekick.
You literally
Live with
need my permission
I
to
just
do stuff,
found the building.
and you're
Here's
calling
the
me a
building.
sidekick.
That's a nice building.
Yeah,
I
man.
had to
That's pretty
recite
good,
it
dude.
and had to recite it. You can see
That's
inside
nice.
that it was a really basic building inside.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I kept from the original one was the windows because those are already glazed.
That's cool though. That's
Yeah.
badass.
Not sure what to make
Yeah,
it. Does,
that's
it's such a small building, doesn't even have a back door. I'm like,
Well, that's before fire code, right?
If
Well-
I build a table, I'd want it to be Imperial Japan, like L5R.
yeah. This is just
Yeah.
a project I've been wanting to do for ages, and now I have the room because the giant basement. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, not giant, but a basement. But so
I'm looking for a place in Tennessee with a basement.
if you're in tornado country, you should have basements.
I live in Florida. We're in
I'm
Hurricane
looking
Texas.
for a place anywhere but California, to be honest. So
Well, we discussed this earlier about the morgue.
Yeah. no. I'm not going to get a lot of gaming done there.
I don't know. Satan does like his games.
I blame Justin for me being alive, the bastard, because we were online on Discord playing Conan Exiles when I
Yeah.
had my stroke, and Justin's like, "Get to the hospital." I was like, "Okay." And I drove to the hospital. They're like, "You're having a stroke." I'm glad you got here as quick as you did. I was like, "That son of a
Kind of crazy that you drove
That's
yourself,
so
though.
good.
Did you drive yourself?
yeah."
It's nuts. Yeah, my dad drove himself to the hospital in the middle of having a brain aneurysm.
See, hardcore, man.
Well, he had one already and survived, and so he started having the other one. He's like, I know what this is, and he drove to a different hospital because clearly the other one didn't work. So they gets it, and the doctor actually confirms, like, the only reason you had the second one is because the first hospital did a shit job.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry to hear that.
Well,
man.
I had
that
to
was a
get
while ago.
I had to get a heart cath.
Still,
Now he's
Having
just
had
got
parents-
cancer in 2 places. So
I had to
having
get a
had
heart
parents who are
cath.
in and out of hospitals, I know what that's like.
the
And
first
they-
one, the first one he went to is this one out in Snohomish Valley, out in Washington. It's called Valley General, but everybody in the area calls it the Valley of Death. So
I had to get a heart cath, and they're saying from the heart cath, they don't think they got every little bit of the blood clot out of my artery. And they think the blood clot was actually what caused the stroke. So that's what I figured too, because I'd had a heart cath like 4 days before that, where they roto-rooted my testicle.
Yeah, they put two
I-
gates on you.
I ain't worried about it though.
I
But-
see that. I see that. That shit's terrifying.
For who?
For anybody with freaking, I don't know, 50 years under their belt.
I'm not scared.
Yeah, I got too much shit to do, man. I'd say I owe too many people money, but that's literally the opposite. So, but I
many
still got too
people
much
owe
shit to
you
do.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mo,
I'm not in it for a long time.
I didn't want to bother.
I'm in it for a boring time.
They did transfer me to a bigger hospital because I just went to an ER, and they had the sirens and the lights are running when they were transferring me, man. I was like, yeah, drive fast through traffic.
Hungar is not going to go out due to a medical problem. He's going to go out because his ambulance got into an accident.
You know what? Yeah, I'm going to go
Or-
over like a motorcycle or a car wreck or something like that. Or next time I'm in a hurricane, I'm going to get blown away by a hurricane.
No, he's going to be at a Taco Bell and choke on a freaking refried bean substitute.
Nah,
for
I'm
bean.
going to pull a Patrick Swayze from Point Break.
Oh,
Jump out an
boy.
airplane?
No, go out to the big ocean.
No.
A shark is just going to jump on land and bite him.
Yeah,
I-
I'd be
It's
out
going to be
there.
something
with-
totally
out the-
ridiculous.
I'd be out there minding my own business and killer well and just beat yourself and eat. That would be badass.
He's going to be like, I'm going to New York.
Well, I
He's
used
gonna
to
be
always
walking
joke,
down Wall Street, and a boar is just going to come across the street and headbutt him.
used to always joke around with my family that when I started getting old and on in years, and started slipping, I'm like, I'm just gonna go.
So that was like
I'm gonna get a
decade ago,
pistol
man.
and go find a bear. And they're like, "What's a pistol gonna do to a bear?" I'm like, "The pistol's in case the bear doesn't do his job."
Yeah.
So,
So
I
why
will
do you
go
do
Yeah,
that for the
no,
last 20 years?
I like Roger Zelazny's way of going out.
I
I'm
pull
gonna
a
be.
Brad Pitt and I go bear hunting with this.
have fun with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out while banging some 20-year-old stripper, and an elephant's gonna fall on me.
Yeah.
Did that actually happen to Selesny?
No, that's just how he said he wanted to go out.
Oh, it's like I'm pretty sure I would have heard of that if that actually happened.
Yeah,
to
no shit,
Selesny.
right? No shit. No, that guy was
TCG
awesome.
says I'm going to get taken out by a Sharknado.
Sure, you know. No, that's too dignified for Hungar. Oh,
You guys are assholes.
yes.
That's
Hey,
why
I'm
you're
the only
on
one
my
hoping
stream.
that you outlive me, man.
That's not a thing you want to be hoping, man. I'm
Ain't
just
nobody
saying.
got time for that
That's
shit.
like a suicide wish.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, I got 4 years on him, so I figure, that'll give me, but
Yeah, Shadow. I could outlive you. You keep the shit up.
yeah,
I like
no,
how
I'm
my,
definitely
I like how
not
my
pulling.
great grandma went out though. My great grandma just
Well-
picked the day and time when she went out. She got up from the dinner table one night, said, "I had a good life. Saw my babies grow up. Saw their babies grow up. Saw their babies grow up. I'm done." And the next morning, she had passed.
My grandfather, he died peacefully in his sleep, but the rest of the people in the car were screaming their heads off.
Yeah, Bo. If I go out, because of a pew pew, I'm going out in a pile of brass, not just one single casing.
You could hope.
Bo said that's how he's going to go. Ernest Hemingway style when he gets tired of this crap.
Yeah, well, Bo, you can't self-delete, man. I expect to be gaming with you upstairs, with the big guy. You can't be doing that crap.
I wonder if Jesus plays a cleric or a paladin.
Jesus is too cool to play RPGs.
I wanted to say
Probably one of those
Bard.
like those long-haired guys sits in the corner and plays the guitar and like.
Yeah,
has
he's
all the
gonna
chicks
be
hanging
at
around.
a game
Nah,
just to
he
try to
plays
pick up the non-existent
Xbox.
chicks.
He plays Xbox.
Oh yeah, always carry a chainsaw for shark.
He's that guy at the party who can do all the cheesy magic tricks. Yeah.
All the chicks are being pulled by Jesus. We're like, Jesus, save us some.
Here's a song I wrote just for you.
Nah,
but,
the
But-
way
but-
Jesus-
but
but none of
every
you guys
every
are ever
big
gonna know.
campfire, right?
I mean, I'm
The
never
way
going to
Je-
find out, but
the way Jesus was treated, he's probably hanging out in his bedroom shaking with like anxiety and stuff.
He's like downstairs, man. You're the only one around here that's cool. You redhead.
it's going to be really amusing
bastard.
if y'all are right and I end up there. I'm like, well, what the fuck do you know?
Yeah, that's definitely preferable than self-deletion there, Bo. Don't make me come out there and make you, whip up some burgers while I freaking preach to your ass.
Jesus is the guy who would say you should have listened to the OSHA regulations, but I love you anyway. That's right, dude, pal.
I don't know. Those OSHA regulations were written by some really dumb people.
Yep. I'm tired.
And they're generally written by dumb people because there are even dumber people working jobs.
Yeah, they're written by the dumb people because they got dumb people got to understand.
Hey, what's happening, Dungeon Minister?
Dungeon
What up,
Minister,
DM?
Taking notes.
Minister.
Taking
We were
notes on
talking
what?
about God, and here he shows up.
Dungeon Minister,
I know,
can you
right?
please tell me that to tell Shadow he's going downstairs? Look at his beard. He's already got the freaking demon beard. I'm just saying.
No,
Tell
this
this
is
guy
my
he's
beard
cursed.
by Doc Holiday beard. Shut up.
No,
I've
no,
got a
no,
question
no,
for
no.
the Dungeon
You're
Minister.
one good tan job and a set of horns away from poking someone in the ass. With
I got a question for the Dungeon Minister.
Hmm?
Yo, would Jesus play D&D? And if he did, what class would he play?
He'd probably come in with some crazy homebrew.
Those sliders sound good. 2-ounce smash burgers on soft potato rolls.
Ooh.
Yep.
Then you put about 8 of the 2-ounce burgers on one bun.
Yeah, my birthday's coming
Now
up.
you put
in a
some
couple
chicken
of
strips
weeks,
on
and,
top of the burger.
the family's threatening to take me out to dinner, and you know what I'll be ordering? About 20 freaking sliders.
Here you go, Shadow.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
And we were all wrong.
He's the DM, duh. I thought about that. I'm like, but he's been doing that. Doesn't he want to break? I know what it's like to DM
He
for
has infinite
40
patience.
years.
He has infinite
I
patience.
know, but I mean, how cool would that be?
To
who
play
would
in a game ran by Jesus would be awesome.
right, but how cool would it be to run in a game with him? Because who would be the DM? Who's good enough to DM for the big guy?
Nobody.
Uh,
Oh, and Bo says with tater tots. Because tater tots.
What?
All
No
right,
onion
guys.
rings?
Tater
Onion
tots
rings are
kick
good.
ass.
Onion rings, man.
uh,
Onion rings with a cheese sauce.
Yeah, I gotta ask, why not both?
And he
Right,
never
onion rings.
fudges a roll because he already knows the results.
Yeah, I guess that would also mean why he couldn't be a player because there's no surprises in the game for him.
But that was a fun convo, but it's been an hour and I'm tired.
Yeah, we never
Have a
actually
great
did talk
weekend,
about the
everybody.
D&D movie all that much.
You guys made my day.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
Have a good one,
everybody.
All right,
Peace, love, good gaming.
party on.
Party on.
God
Later
bless.
on, me and Justin, we will be playing Conan Exiles. If you guys are interested in Conan Exiles, send me or Justin chat and Discord. We will give you the info. And there you
Join
go.
the
Jesus turning the Cheetos into Doritos.
Ooh.
Turning water into Mountain Dew.
That's right. Zero sugar Baja Blast for me.
Some root beer.
All right.
Ooh, that sounds good. I haven't had root beer in almost 10 years, man.
You guys have a good one.
Later, man.
Later.
Party on, man.
Bye, guys.
Later, folks.